All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory unto our Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect, those making their body a living sacrifice, especially the more so in these last days. And in this sit down, I just wanted to get into the reproof of the world and the proof of our life. And as you can see in the title, those words have a similar meaning and share characteristics of one another. But, ultimately, our testimony is going to be the proof, and holding that is going to be the way that we get up out of here, but also bringing forth light, which Yahweh Shai is the representation of light. All right, bearing that and bringing that forth, heralding in that light, what that will be the driving force which gets us into the kingdom. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start here real quick. And Shalom. That's the beloved brother Osmawaf. Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakadash Barakatah. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start here. Let me share my screen. Here we are. Okay. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 11. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Okay. Overcame who? Our enemy, the accuser of our brethren. Okay. We overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Esau, Edom. Okay. And he has set up, certain adversaries, agents, in the way, one being these nations, these other nations, okay, these heathen roundabout. He set them up as police officers to govern over us and to act as minions as well. Also our women. And it's even trickled down to the 2/3, man. Cloning Tyrones, putting them in this preset programming for anything that goes off the script to make them be adverse to all kind of righteousness, man. Anything that goes not according to righteousness, man, they look at us to be an enemy, and this is why the truth hurts majority of our people. It's because of the programming that this devil has put upon them. Okay. But he's about to be put out, and we can see that through the system. But let's read it again. It says Revelation 12 and 11. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. Right. So that word of our testimony, okay, this reproof, it coincides with our victory. Okay. That overcoming. You see, let's finish it out. And it says, and they love not their lives unto the death. Okay. That leads me to here. This is John chapter 16, verse 7. It says, nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you that I go away. Right. And this is Yahweh Shah himself. Okay. Read it of course, it's going to say the same thing, but I just pulled up the red letter, showing you that this is Yahweh Shah himself speaking. See, and he had to go up on that cross. He had to finish his mission. Okay. So just like Yahweh Shai, we would not love our lives unto the death. And that would lead to us to overcome this system, overcome this flesh, this current kingdom, and to be cemented as a ruler and a king in the next one to come. You see, So he had to do this, just like the elect will have to do their part, you know, from what the Lord had prescribed from the beginning. It says, "It is expedient for you that I go away, for if I go not away, the comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you." Right? So if he left, right, he would once comfort us, fulfilling biblical prophecy. Okay. When he was going to send Elias again, you see, to comfort us, okay, which we know to be Abba Bivens, you know. It says, verse 8, "And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin and righteousness and of judgment." Okay, so let's get this word reproof.
Strong's G 1651. Eleg ho. Eleg ho.
Okay, alegho. It says to convict, refute, confute. Okay. It says to find fault with, correct, to call out, to show one his fault, demand an explanation. All right. And that's what this truth is doing. It's showing the fault. Okay. It's showing the fault of this kingdom, the things that it's done, showing fault of, Esau, Edom, and what he's done. Okay. And the way he's ruled. You see, it says demand an explanation. Okay. That's what we're doing when we hit the highways and byways. That is fulfilling the reproof of the world. Okay. The reproof of the world. All right. This testimony is bearing witness to the atrocities that Esau, Edom has committed upon our people. It's showing the world that we are the children of the Most High. Okay. It is evident, is made evident. Okay. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah. Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? The Spirit itself beareth witness. You see? Let me see. Turn this down a little bit. I don't know if it's kind of staticky on the other end, but yeah, the Spirit itself bears witness, that we are the the vessels of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and the children of the Most High. Okay. You can plainly see it, especially the more so with this miracle of us standing back upon our feet. You see, that's even more evident. And just as Peter, okay, let's see what is Peter and John, just as their testimony stood because of the proof of the miracle that was provided in Acts, the 4th chapter. Okay, just as that time, well, that testimony and evidence still stands, as in us being quickened back in these times. You see, fulfilling a prophecy of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, which shows that we would be redeemed and be stood up through what? The miracle that was provided by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, thus being the proof of our dwelling in heavenly places. Now it reads Acts 4. Hold on, let me see something. Something kind of off with the sound. Satan, man. me see. Slacky, y'all bear with me. Test, test, test. Okay, that might be better. So, yeah, that being said, all right, we'll go ahead and read this. This is Acts chapter 4, verse 1, and I'm just gonna kind of breeze through it. It says, "And as they spake unto the people, the priest and the captain of the temple and the Sadducees came upon them, being grieved that they taught the people and preached through Yahushua the resurrection from the dead." Okay, and that's the same thing that these other uh Jakes, these Jakes that are comfortable here, that's the same thing that they do in these times today. You see, not actually preaching, you know, Yahushua resurrecting from the dead, which, will ultimately fulfill, what he was supposed to do. But at the same time, the elect will mimic that as well. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, "Be ye followers of me, as I am followers of Yahushua Mashiach." Right, but also it talked about that in the miracle of uh of Jonah, right? The sign of Jonah. Okay, that 3 days that the nation of Israel was laid down. Okay, but it also goes into Yahushua and his body, right? How he was laid down and then he rose back up upon the third day. Also, as it says in Hosea, the 6th chapter, how the Lord will raise us up within the third day and heal us and bind us back together. You see, but that vision, that message is terrifying upon the people. Okay, just like it says in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, which I'm just quoting scriptures right now, but it talks about how when we had stood up, we were an exceeding great army, you see, which, you know, due to the nature of that act, that would declare us as being against those that were in rulership at the time. And thus, Esau, Edom, as the scriptures say, to prophesy against Mount Seir, that would be an act of terror upon him, you see, which is why he set against us different agents, that being, like I mentioned before, uh, two-third niggas, the nigga woman, these other nations, the heathen, okay? All those will be against us at this miracle that's being provided around us, okay? But to continue on, it says, verse 3, "And they lay hands on them and put them and hold them until the next day, for it was now eventide. Howbeit, many of them which heard the word believed, and the number of men was about 5,000," right? And as they seen the persecution take place, many more believed because they evidently seen that the Lord was dealing with men, which will happen again today. As the scriptures say, if this work be of man, it will not continue, roughly paraphrasing. But if it be of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, ye will happen to have fought against the Most High if ye try to overthrow it. You see? But man will not be able to overthrow this. This is a mission. This was a predestinated event to happen upon the planet Earth for the overthrow of Babylon the Great and ultimately the revision or the revival, if you will, of the nation of Israel. Okay. It says, verse 5, "And it came to pass on the morrow that their rulers and elders and scribes, and Ananias the high priest, and Sapphira, and John, and Alexander, and as many as were of the kindred of the high priest were gathered together at Jerusalem. And when they set them in the midst, they asked, by what power or by what name had ye done this?" Right. And that's the name Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Okay. That's the name of the Most High and his Son. It says, "Then Peter, filled with the Holy Spirit, said unto them, Ye rulers of the people and elders of Israel, if we this day be examined of the good deed done by to the impotent men, what by what means he is made whole. Okay. And this miracle was done on the nation of Israel and would be deemed as the proof, okay, of the Lord dwelling within the nation of Israel and that he had mercy upon his elect. Verse 10, it says, "Be it known unto you and all the people of Israel that by the name of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom Yahweh raised from the dead, even by him doeth this man stand here before you whole." And that's what we saying. By the name of the Most High was this miracle then to take place of us being stood back upon our feet, as it says in Ezekiel the 37th chapter, as I've quoted. Okay. Now it says, verse 11, "This stone which was set at naught of you builders," right, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay, that stumbling stone, that rock of offense. Okay, talks about that in what, Luke the first chapter, I believe. Let's see if I can find that. Maybe it's the second. I know it says fall and rise of many. Let me see. Sometimes you got to do it like this, though. Go into the Google. Oh, I was looking up the rapture. Um, yeah, you just put the what it kind of sound like in KJV, and you'll find it. Yep, it says, and Simeon blessed them and said, Luke 2:34, and Simeon blessed them and said unto Mary his mother, Behold, this child, right, which is talking about Yahushua, is set for the fall and rising again of many in Israel, and for a sign which shall be spoken against. Okay, a stone of stumbling. You see, that's what Yahushua was here was was brought here to be, a stone of stumbling for the fall and the rise of many. Okay, and when you get that word, okay, which we just had, right? Let me go back to this. Right, when you get that word, where was I at? Hold on. Believe it's reproof. Let's see. Yeah, Salaki. No, that ain't what I was looking for. Something else. Let me see. Salakia. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. But it's all good. We'll read this again. Lord willing to come back to me. We'll continue on in here. This is Acts 4:11. It says, "This stone, which was set at naught of you builders, which has become the head of the corner." Okay. Which was that's talking about Yahweh Shah, man. It was set at naught of the builders. Okay. Which is that's being done now. You know, you see that being done. Everybody is putting themselves above Yahweh Shai, right? Trying to come up with something new to woo the people, Okay, setting that knot, Yahushua, putting themselves up, exalting themselves, which would be, you know, the that reprobate spirit is going around in Israel. Okay, and that's the proof of the Lord not being with these other guys, man. You know, and we're supposed to prove our own selves, as it says. 2 Corinthians 13:5, it says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Okay. And notice how it says, whether ye be in the faith. That's how you examine yourself. It's through measure of faith. Okay. In this doctrine, believing on this doctrine, it takes a level of faith to do that, you know. So that's how we would be to measure ourselves. It says, prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates, right? Except you be a reprobate, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai ain't in you, man. And we would have to prove ourselves through our faith, okay? Through our faith, through these precepts, right? Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way, right? And then a man's pretty much, a man is tried by his reasoning. We would have to actually believe that these things which was taught actually have and hold physical physical preservation. It holds a level of physical preservation when you apply it into your real life, man. And that would be by faith. Okay, especially in these times. You see, knowing that the Lord is with us, knowing that, this devil is going to come down with great wrath, but the Lord would have mercy upon his elect. And eventually those that would be able to put their lives on the line would be redeemed eventually. Once Yahushua gets his lick, that all takes faith, man. You know? And that would be the proof that we had a light, you know? Now this is that word. What was this word? I just pulled faith. Did I mean to get this? Nah, I want to proof. I'm all over the place. Salakia. This is proof, okay?
Strong's G 1381. Dakimadzo.
Yeah, Dakimazo.
Dakimadzo.
Yeah, you heard him. Says to test, examine, scrutinize, okay, as metals, to recognize as genuine after examination, okay, to deem worthy, right? And that's what the Lord is doing. But it's also through the reproof of this word, man, of this world, if you will. Okay? The reproof of this world would act as proof of our faithfulness unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai by the word of our testimony. You see? Also, too, not loving our lives unto the death. Let's let's read this. I'm gonna actually read verse 1 and then we'll jump down to the last verse. This is John chapter 16, verse 1. It says, these things I have spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. Okay. And you see it says Yahushua is warning. Right? He's letting us know everything that's going to happen. He's letting us know that, the perilous times will come. And this time period that we're about to go through is going to be a trial of our faith, but also the proof of our salvation, of why we should receive it, is to blindly believe, to blindly believe in darkness, because we've seen these things. We've seen these miracles. One being the miracle that the Lord has set upon us of this truth single-handedly being able to lift up our nation unto a kingly estate. Okay. And at the forefront of that, us being able to see Yahweh Shai within our brothers, man. And to be able to see Yahweh Shai through the comforter, man. That's the proof of the testimony. But let's jump down to verse 33. It says, "These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." And that's what we believe, man. Yahweh Shai is overcome. And we're going to take part in that, man. We're going to take part in that victory. You see? But yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on that. Lord will, I was able to edify. Um, you know, but yeah, I'll be back with another lesson, Lord will. And hey, I want to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory unto my heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.